If you have ever wanted to come face to face with a dragon, you need to check out the Isle of Berk here at Epic Universe. We are checking out the park today, and if you are visiting soon, we want to give you a tour of all of the rides, attractions, and dining that you can experience. So let's go check it out. This is How to Train Your Dragon, Isle of Berk, one of the 5 immersive lands here at Epic Universe. This is based on the How to Train Your Dragon movies. Let's go ahead and get into the portal. This is one of my favorite lands here at Epic Universe just because of how much it has to offer. It has a ton of rides, lots of dining, and we, my friends, have dragons. So let's hop in and see those. I love the inside of the portal, all of the different Viking symbols and shields, and look at how fun all of the energy is in the screen. And it's really neat entering into Berk because this rock kind of blocks your view, and then you get to see all of it. These are giant statues right out in front, which would make a really great photo spot whenever you're coming here. And then in the distance, you can see all the little dragon houses and some of the rides even. This ride coming right now is Hiccup's Wing Gliders, which is one of my favorite here in Epic Universe. This ride is very similar to Slinky Dog Dash at Disney World if you've ridden it, or if you've checked out Hagrid's Magical Creature Motorbike Adventure. Very similar, super smooth ride, fun, and you get to see some How to Train Your Dragon character appearances. We will start our tour off to the right. So starting over here, you can get to the meet and greet with Toothless. You can check out some of their dining options that they have as well. But essentially the whole land is kind of centered around this little lagoon in the center. Here's a little gift shop area that has some sunscreen and other Toothless merchandise. Also be on the lookout because there's tons of dragons here in Berk. These ones are so cute. Look at them fighting over the fish. That one is definitely hungry in the back over there. This land is so detailed with everything from fish, ropes, little weapons. Off to the right, we have the Spitfire Grill, which has a lot of bowl options, lots of assorted bowls and meat dishes. I haven't tried anything here yet, but everything that I've seen looks really good. There isn't a ton of seating in Berk, but there is this little Hooligan Harbor hideaway. If you are getting a bite to eat, I'd recommend coming and sitting under here. There's lots of places to sit. It's not necessarily air conditioned, but it is in the shade. There are a little bit of fans, so this is a great place to sit. You can also mobile order from Spitfire Grill, and if you have the Coca-Cola Freestyle mugs, you can come over here and refill them with your sodas, or if you wanted to use them for the water, that's what I like to do. I always like coming over, choosing water, and then refilling to stay hydrated. We have another dragon appearance. Check out the Snow Dragon over here next to Spitfire Grill. I think in the past I've seen that it kind of blows some steam or some ice, but it doesn't look like it's working right now. Over in this section is where some of the meet and greets will start happening. I think this is the open area where the baby dragons come out. I haven't seen any come out yet, but it's a nice open area that you can see the baby dragons when they do. Back here is the meet and greet entrance for Toothless, and sometimes Storefly and Astrid come out. The thing I wanted to mention about this meet and greet is just because you get in the line and there's certain characters out there meeting, doesn't mean that they are going to be there whenever you finally get your turn to meet them. From what I experienced personally, when I got in line, there was Stormfly, Toothless, Astrid, and Hiccup waiting, but by the time I finally got to meet Toothless, it was only Toothless out there because the other characters were going to take some breaks. Just be flexible whenever you're meeting. No matter what, you'll meet Toothless, but you just might not meet the other characters. This is also the meet and greet line for the Toothless meet and greet. Some of it is in the sun, some is in the shade, so just bring some essentials accordingly to protect yourself from the sun. Now we're gonna go into Toothless's Treasures, which is such a cute little store that has tons of merch for all of your How to Train Your Dragon needs. Tons of candy, plushies, little mystery toys. Here are all the mystery dragons that you can get, and then you can choose your own little mystery pack. It is $24. This is also the store where you can actually adopt your own baby dragon, and this is where they do the hatching ceremony if you decided to get one. You can see the little babies up there. Look at them sleeping sleeping in the hammock. They do even have some character headbands for the How to Train Your Dragon land. Look at the little sheep. They are so funny. Here's a look at some of the eggs that you can get to adopt your own baby dragon. So you can choose your egg, and then with the hatching ceremony, it'll hatch the egg and you can see which plushie you get. It's also really neat because whenever you're done hatching your baby dragon, you pull it out and it also turns into a little pouch. I just saw, here's all the dragons you can get. This is Toothless, Light Fury, Stormfly, Meatlug, and Cloud Jumper. They are all so cute. I love it. Let me know which one you would want. You can see under here the little strap as well. Here's the little baby dragons inside there. Stormfly, Light Fury, Cloud Jumper. They're so cute. I haven't seen a ton of Epic Universe Loungeflies, but of the ones I've seen, the sheep one from How to Train Your Dragon Land is so funny. I absolutely love that one. There are a ton of How to Train Your Dragon characters that wander around the Isle of Berk. Here's Ruffnut and Tuffnut. They're so funny to interact with. They just walk up right to you and are just so silly together, so definitely keep an eye out for them. Also, when you're coming out of Toothless Treasures, you have to see this little wood carving of Toothless and Hiccup. It's so cute. I love all the flowers down by it. This would be a fun photo spot or just something fun to see here at Isle of Berk. One of the shows that they have here in Isle of Berk is the Untrainable Dragon. I haven't personally seen this, but they have different show times throughout the day. It looks like 4 o'clock, 4:45, and 5:45, but this is a really fun show that has some dragons, and there's even a fun appearance that flies over you during the show. As you can see, there's tons of dragon details here, and look at these dragons that are sleeping up in their little huts. They're so cute, and you can also hear them snoring. Also, right below are these sheep. Look at the sheep, they're even moving around, they're doing some munching. They're so cute. I love the little sheep here. The one ride that I do want to caution you of here at Isle of Berk is the Fyre drill ride. As you can see over there, it is such a fun ride, but it is a water-based attraction, and the blasters on each of the carts can actually reach the cart in front or behind you. So just because the actual features inside the ride aren't blasting you, doesn't mean that the other riders can't get you as well. Unless you're okay getting soaked and getting wet, check out this attraction. It's great for a hot day. As you can see, it's not super long. I think it was about 5 to 10 minutes long by the time it goes through. But when you hit the X's on the ride, that's when it triggers the water features, and that's when you get wet. But in case you do get soaked, they do have these dryers here, and look how fun they are. They're themed to dragons. Lots of seating here in Berk, but a lot of it is in the sun. I think it's really neat how they carved the seats to be themed to the dragons. This is the entrance to Fyre drill. Whenever you're riding, they do have a standard entrance and an express line. It doesn't look like they have single riders. I didn't even notice this before, but it looks like this is Gobber's little hut. Look at all of his equipment that he has. He's got a fish in a bucket. He's got all of his little hand attachments that he can put on over here. But this is kind of a fun meet and greet because you just walk up to it. You don't need to wait in a line, and you can just come and interact with Gobber. I think it's really neat. If you are in need of a sweet treat, then you need to come over here to Viking Traders and How to Treat Your Dragon. But before we hop in, I did want to show you a little Cloud Jumper that is up here. This is such a fun animatronic that you can see moving around here at Isle of Berk. So now we'll go in Viking Traders and see what they have to offer there. I think it's a lot of the similar merch that we saw at the Toothless Treasures, but it looks like we also have some other Loungefly backpacks. Look at this one with all of the little dragons. It has a lenticular lens. You can see the dragons move a little bit, but there's also a Viking ship Loungefly crossbody bag. I really like this shirt that says "Embrace Your Weirdness," and it's the little sheep, and they also have it as a hat. I really like this hat a lot. This is How to Treat Your Dragon, which they actually have some mystery treats that you can get. This is a mystery candy box, and it also has a trading card in it, which I think is kind of a cool little thing that you can get here if you want a sweet treat and a souvenir. They do have some other plushies here. The Toothless popcorn bucket is here, cotton candy. Look at this chocolatey dipped marshmallow fish, and here's one too. Oh, this is a chocolatey dipped rice cereal egg. Lots of themed chocolate bars that would be fun to take home as a souvenir to family and friends who couldn't come. I love the character mugs that they've done all over here at Epic Universe, but the dragon ones are so fun. I think I would have to go with the Toothless or the Stormfly one just for the little handle is so cool. This is the Toothless this popcorn bucket. It is so cute. It even lights up, and whenever you get it, your first fill is free. Here are some of these sweet treats that you can get. I think we're gonna try a cake pop, and then they also have some whoopie pies and cookies that look really yummy. I did pick up a little whoopie pie from How to Treat Your Dragon. The team members told me that the cookie dough one was a fan favorite, so we're gonna give it a try. But to eat, we are gonna head into Mead Hall just as a shaded spot to eat, but they have a lot of beers on tap, lots of other dishes that you can get that are Viking inspired. So let's go ahead and check it out. This is also where you can get the Stormfly's catch of the day. That's been a very popular treat here. It's cereal crumble and chocolate mousse fish, which looks really good. Also the yak nog, which is an iced hot chocolate with cinnamon. Let's go ahead and head into Mead Hall.
Are we dining in or looking around?
Just looking around.
Go right ahead. Everything's hand carved, hand woven.
Oh, wow. Okay, thank you so much. Wow, the Viking that just welcomed us in here said everything is hand carved and hand woven. So let's look around a little bit and then we will do a taste test. There's lots of seating in here. It's a nice indoor sit-down restaurant style quick service restaurant, but you can come and you can scan the QR codes on the app and then you can go ahead and place your mobile order. But it looks so cool in here. Definitely it looks like from the movie. Look at the big chandelier, and all the tapestries on the wall are super cool. And then they also have a lot of the Coca-Cola freestyle machines in here too. Definitely when you come here, you have to come sit down and get a photo spot in the head throne. That is so cool. Look how cute this tapestry is with little Toothless and Light Fury and their little babies. It's so fun. The tapestries are all really fun too because they have all of the different How to Train Your Dragon characters with their dragons on them. That's so cute. And I would be bad to not even point out that they do have sheep tapestries. How cute. We talked about it earlier, but we're finally gonna get to Hiccup's wing gliders here. That's my favorite ride here in Isle of Berk, but also here in Epic Universe. And the nice thing about it, it does have your standard line, a single rider line, and also accepts express. So definitely recommend checking this one out whenever you are at Epic Universe. The last ride they have here in Isle of Berk is Dragon Racers Rally. There's two glider rides here that you can sit on and actually control the wings of your dragon. You can spin around and actually try to do flips if possible. The only thing is this is kind of a quick ride, but it is still really fun and it gives you really good views of Epic Universe. They do also have a test seat for the Dragon Racers Rally if you're interested. It looks like it's just a bar that comes over and sits down on your lap and also has some shoulder restraints. And we have more sheep and more dragons. Look at them sleeping together. The last place you can check out to eat is one place that I recommend here at Epic Universe. This is Hooligan's Grog and Gruel. This is where you can get the mac and cheese cones. They also have some Coke freestyle machines on the side, but I personally tried the PB&J cone. Very delicious. They put a lot on the top and the mac and cheese is very creamy and delicious as well. So I'd recommend this if you're looking for some type of entree option here in Isle of Berk. Look at all the dragons inside of their little hut sleeping and just enjoying their day. Lastly, in Isle of Berk, they do have this little dragon play area. We'll walk in and show you a couple of the things that they have and a nice way to escape the sun. This is so cute, and the ground is like squishy padded, which is really cool. I'm not sure, honestly, what this course is. I'm not sure if this is a map of the little play area, but we're gonna walk around and find out. Looks like they have this spiral staircase that goes up to some of these nets and slides. Of course, they have more stairs here being at Epic Universe, but in case you need it, they do have a ramp as well. Lots of little tunnels, more slides to check out. A lot of these fun little walking features that you can walk on and keep your balance. We'll go upstairs and see what the next level looks like, but this might give you a nicer view of Isle of Berk, which is really cool. Oh, it goes to a slide. Honestly, I'm not sure if I would fit in the slide. I'm not gonna try it, but it is fun. This is so sweet. Oh, and depending on where you walk to, there's little speakers that make noises and it sounds like little dragons are making noises at you. But look at these Gigantus Maximus nest, a giant nest of dragon eggs with these little baby dragons. They're so cute. These would be so fun to just get a little photo by. They also have these Viking ships. It looks like you can go in the little tube. This is a fun little spinny dragon, not carousel, but just a little spinny thing that you can push your young ones on. And that is a complete tour of the Isle of Berk here at Epic Universe. All in all, this is a must-do land whenever you're visiting Epic Universe. It's one of my favorite lands. I love all of the rides that are here, all of the food that you can check out, and some of the entertainment and meet and greets as well. There are so many hidden details and all of the things that go into this land that are fun to check out. And if you're visiting, there's a chance you'll want to see what's in some of the other lands that are offered here. So I'll link some tours here in these videos that you can check out before you come. Let me know what you're looking forward to most here in the Isle of Berk, and we'll see you in the next video. See you guys.